In today's lesson, we are going to cover the creation of a new project in GitLab. Let's sign in to our GitLab instance. If you are already a member of a project, you will be taken to a list of projects on sign-in. But as we are starting with a new instance of GitLab, we receive a welcome screen that has the option to create a project. Let's start there. We are creating a blank project, though we can use a template such as Ruby on Rails or Spring, or import from another platform, which we will cover in a later episode. This project will be housed by the current user's headers. Let's name the project. We can also provide a description for our project. Next, we must set the visibility level of our project. By default, projects are set to private, only available to the user or group of users creating the project. The visibility level can be expanded to internal and to public. The public setting is the most broad, allowing the project to be cloned by anonymous users without any authentication. The project is also listed in the public directory of projects. Authenticated users who are not already in a higher permission set will have the guest set of permissions on the project repository. Internal projects can be accessed by any logged-in user, though as with public projects, their permission set will be limited to the guest set of permissions. Internal projects will also appear in the public directory of projects. Private projects will not be listed in the public directory, and access to them must be granted by the project's owner or one of the project's maintainers. As we are creating this project from scratch, we are choosing to initialize the code repository with a README file. If we were creating a project for the purpose of pushing an existing code base to the repository, we would leave this unchecked, as the existing code should already have a README. Click Create Project. Now that our project has been created, we can make adjustments to the settings. Under General, we can change the project name and description that were set during the project's creation. We can also add tags and set a project avatar. The permissions of our project can be modified, which includes, if needed, turning on support for large file storage, supporting larger file formats for audio, video, and various graphical formats. You can also set restrictions on merge requests, or export the project for the purpose of moving it to another GitLab instance. The advanced options includes manually running the housekeeping process, archiving the project as read-only, renaming the repository, or transferring the project or removing the project. Next, let's add some additional members to our project. Go to Settings and select Members. Select a user from the pull-down menu and set their role for the project. Guests are limited to a small number of permissions, such as creating an issue or leaving a comment. In addition to the permissions of a guest, a reporter can perform pulls of the code, including downloading the project, assign issues to other users, manage the issue tracker, and view the list of merge requests. Developers have all the permissions of a reporter, but can also perform tasks such as creating, managing, and accepting merge requests, creating branches, and performing pushes of code. A maintainer has most of the other permissions available, except for the ability to change the project's visibility, remove the project, delete issues, which can only be done by the project owner. Access can also be granted with an expiration date. Use the calendar to set a date on which access to the project will end if expiration of access is desired. At the bottom of the page, it will show all existing members and groups within the project. Additionally, you can share the project with a group using the Share with Group tab. A group can be selected, maximum access set, and expiration date set. The group features will be explored further in a future video.